Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah, Bahashim YAHAWASHI, Bahashim Rakakwadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the mighty Akim and Akwat out there who are diligently waiting to be delivered from the spinal captivity. Today's topic is going to be more of a testimony video because I want to talk about how I was before and after this truth and how this truth actually changed me and made me a better person. Okay, so now, firstly, I want to say before, one of the things I would love to eat is bacon. Okay, so I mean that's a very common thing. A very common thing in Israel. We love. A lot of us would always eat like what's it called, pork rinds, I think, and a whole bunch of other pork related stuff. And that was, in a way, I was no exception. Is it not pork chops, pork rinds, I think is the thing, but like that's a very common thing. I never ate that, thankfully. Chitlins, I would only eat bacon. And I at the time I would always like ask my mom, can we go to Checkers to get a bacon double cheeseburger? Like this would be my my go-to meal to eat. All right, but in addition to that, I would always eat what's it called? I would always drink soda. Like soda was the main thing I would eat. I would barely drink water or anything else. So now I but now I don't touch this anymore. I don't eat any more bacon. Only thing I do is eat like turkey bacon, chicken bacon. They have a whole brand. Let me get that. Halal. They have a whole brand of this Zabiha halal. It's like the bacon strips, but it's chicken. Okay, they have turkey bacon, all this other alternatives. Okay, so for me personally, I make my own burgers, and then I use this instead, and sometimes it tastes better because you can make it the way you want. So in a sense, that's a really big improvement, as I don't eat, I don't sin, I don't break the law by eating pork. That's number one. Number two, if you had asked literally anyone that knew me personally, I would always drink soda. And the fact that today, right now, I completely cut that off. Like, I don't drink it anymore. Absolutely will never drink it ever again. You would, like, if you told me that back then, I would not believe you. If you told me I would stop, I would not believe you. All right, so like that's a very amazing thing. All right, because that the change is from the Most High. All right, let me get that. Romans 8:26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. So we can say, oh, I want bacon, oh, I want this, I want that. Okay, but the Spirit is going to guide us in a certain way, and that's why I believe led to me doing, making the changes that I made. Okay, because the reason why I said it, because before I came into this truth, I always felt unmotivated. All right, I didn't feel like I needed to do anything. I just thought, oh, I'm gonna make it into the kingdom of heaven. There's nothing I need to do, because all it is, from what Christians were saying, was, oh, just be a good person, don't do X, Y, and Z, and then you're good. Like, don't kill, don't steal, like, don't do thou shalt not, don't do all the thou shalt not stuff, the 10 commandments. And then I thought, okay, well, I'm not doing any of these, so I should be good. All right, so like that, I felt unmotivated. I felt like I didn't need to do anything, or I didn't need to improve myself as a person, and I was gonna make into the kingdom. So with that, like that changed when I came into the truth, because I found out, okay, this, you have to do X, Y, Z, you have to do all these things. Okay, now that we're in the truth, I'm supposed to avoid, certain animals. Okay, we're not supposed to eat anything that are in the dietary laws, like pork and shrimp. Okay, and we're not supposed to, we're supposed to keep the Sabbath. We're not supposed to buy and sell on the Sabbath. We're supposed to, all these laws. Okay, I found out, and now I'm doing my best to keep the law as to the best of my ability, and that's that I was able to make that change, not because I don't want to say it was like, oh, I decided to do it. Okay, because I want to give all credit to where credit is due, and I wholeheartedly believe it was the Most High putting the Spirit in me to change, because it felt like an unnatural change. It feels, looking back at it, it seems unnatural, but the fact that I'm able to do it, I feel like it's a miracle. All right, and just like someone coming to the truth, that is in and of itself a miracle. All right, now let me get this. Okay, Acts chapter 17 verse 24. Yahweh that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, he dwelleth not in temples made with hands. Okay, so a lot of times people say, oh, church is God's house or whatnot. That's not the case. All right, what is the actual temple? 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 19. What, know ye not that your body is a temple of the Holy Ghost which is in you, which ye have of Yahawah, and ye are not your own? Slakia, which ye are of Yahawah, and ye are not your own. For ye are bought with a price. Therefore glorify Yahawah in your body and in your spirit, which are Yahawah's. So now your body is the temple. Okay, that we have to keep our temple clean. Okay, a lot of times, if you've seen those so-called churches, all right, they keep it clean. Okay, your body needs to be the same. You have to treat it right, intake right, and treat it properly. All right, you can't just do anything, go sleeping around, go eating shit and whatnot, which basically is cockroaches. I mean, it's like shrimp, which are the cockroaches of the sea. All right, and then pigs eat literally anything, which is disgusting. Like, if you can, one quick Google search, you don't want that in your body. All right. Matthew chapter 18 verse 20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. That is the church. So when you see people on the highways and byways, on the street corners preaching, that's where the Most High is gathered. That's where the Most High is among them. It's not in those temples made with man and with those churches, those church buildings. All right, that's not the church. All right. Now I showed you, this is how we keep the commandments. This is how we honor, we respect, we love the Most High Yahawah. All right, let's get that. Okay. John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. That's how you love YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. All right, you follow after, you listen to what they tell you. All right. No, not this one. First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 45. And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days. Okay, the sacrifices that are supposed to be made in the temples, Slakia. The sacrifices, hold on, let me see more. Okay, so verse 44, for the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple. Okay, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festive days. So one of the practices that we're supposed to do, we're supposed to be giving sacrifices onto quote unquote temples. Okay, but the temples, like the churches where we have to do the animal sacrifices, we're not supposed to be doing that onto churches or temples. Okay, and a lot of times people say we can't keep that law that because we don't have the temple anymore. But like I had mentioned in 1 Corinthians 6:19, we are the temple. So when we eat, an animal or the lamb, spiritually the lamb, we're spiritually lamb for whatever feast day, which when we're having a feast day, we're supposed to, try to actually get a lamb, and that is the sacrifice, okay? That lamb that we're eating, that's the sacrifice that we do, and we consume it, and we are the temple that we're sacrificing the lamb to Yahawadah, to Yahawadah and His, all right? This is how we keep those laws, so we are actually able to keep those laws still, all right? So very much so for the most part, we're able to keep the laws, all right? With that, I thought, I was in the mindset that it's lucky. I just went on a whole tangent just explaining how we keep the temple laws, okay? In addition to that, my point was the fact that, we're supposed to fix our body right and get our bodies right. And I was getting my body right by, eating more healthy, choosing more healthy alternatives in the things that I ate, okay? And how I did that was by, stopping eating pork, okay, which is against the law and it's sinning. And then stopping drinking soda, which is it's not a sin to drink soda, but it's beneficial to avoid that because that's not healthy for you. All right. So, that through the Spirit help me aim higher in pleasing the Most High Yahweh. All right. And then I have, in addition to that, as I had mentioned before, I didn't have a motivation to, want to do or better myself as a quote unquote as a Christian at the time, I guess. But now I have the motivation because I want to do better. Okay, there's always more that we can do to improve ourselves. Okay, we're not perfect right now. When we will be perfect when we receive those spiritual bodies. Okay, we'll be perfect when the Lord delivers us. But right now, there's always room for improvement, and that's what I strive to do. I'm trying to constantly improve, constantly do better. And through the will and power of the Most High YAHAWASHI and His, I'm able to continue to do so, and as I have been. All right. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I hope this testimony was a faith booster. All right. Maybe another brother has has had their faith boosted. Maybe another brother has similar stories. Okay, because for me, like, I feel like I'm not a 180 different person, but I would say there's a noticeable difference and a noticeable improvement of my character now versus back then. All right, and with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I hope this testimony was a faith booster. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawadah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakwadah. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And with that, I want to say Shalom.